Good evening and welcome into St. Joseph High School here in Westchester, Illinois, where tonight it's a matchup between the St. Francis de Sales Pioneers and the St. Joseph Chargers in their 2018-19 home opener. Hello, everybody. I'm Connor Klingen, and thank you for joining me here tonight on Arena Sports Network, presented through Spreaker. Some issues with the website, but we are up and running here on Spreaker, so appreciative to them for allowing us to broadcast through their website. Very excited to be joining everyone for another season of St. Joseph Chargers basketball. We won't be able to bring you every game this season, but we'll try to broadcast as many games as possible here on Arena Sportsnet or Spreaker as it allows. The Chargers are entering their 50th season under head coach Gene Pingatore. It's been an offseason filled with accolades for Ping. Most recently, Coach Pingatore was inducted into the Italian-American Athletic Hall of Fame. Coach Pingatore was nice enough to take a few minutes before tonight's game to chat a little bit about that honor and also this season's team. Always such a pleasure to be able to talk to Coach Pingatore before any of the games. So here he is, the Hall of Famer head coach Gene Pingatore, before tonight's game against St. Francis de Sales. All right, we're here with St. Joseph Chargers head coach Gene Pingatore, entering now your 50th season, right, Coach?
50th year.
50th year. Incredible accomplishment, certainly. And you had quite, I know you're somebody who, doesn't like to talk of your own success, but you did have a lot of accolades recently, entering the National Italian-American Sports Hall of Fame. What was that night like?
You want me to talk with my hands? No. It was a great night. The whole thing, the whole weekend was just a great weekend. People from all over the country were there. And, Joe Girardi, one of the guys I had a picture. Mark took a picture. He said he took a picture of him and I together. It was fun for the family. It was a tremendous honor, obviously. Something I still can't comprehend. I'm being inducted into the Hall of Fame alongside my boyhood heroes, Joe DiMaggio, Rocky Marciano, Yogi Berra. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, really incredible accomplishment and definitely well-deserved. Well, going into the season, definitely a lot of change. Last year, 5 senior starters, so really a whole new starting lineup this year.
Yes, I'm going into the season cautiously optimistic. Well, we didn't have a great start. We're 1-3, but 3 games we could have won. So they're very competitive. They just don't know a whole lot, and I think we're going to get better. And by the end of the year, hopefully this could be a really good team.
A lot of people have been talking about Reggie Strong, transferred in, certainly really talented. How do you think he's adjusting so far to being at St. Joseph?
Well, he's very talented, but he's learning a whole new system. Everything is brand new to him. So it's one of those things we're feeling our way. I'm not exactly sure what he can do and can't do and so forth. Very athletic, very talented, though.
And Malik Anderson, John Robinson, they were 2 players that came off the bench quite a bit last season. How has that helped having them in that starting lineup to kind of transition from last year?
Well, I'm hoping more than it has at this point. They're the only ones with somewhat of experience, So, at least they're a stabilizing, element.
Well, Coach, you mentioned the 1-3 start at the tournament. How do you think it can help you guys being back at home here tonight?
I hope better than last year, because we were 5-0 last year and lost the first game of the conference. So I'm hoping to turn that.
Right, and St. Francis de Sales, they're a program that has some pedigree, maybe not as much at that level anymore. What are you expecting from them?
They're going to be very competitive. There's no question about it. They have a great pedigree. And in fact, they beat us in the super sectional back in 89. And so you can't go into games thinking it's going to be easy game. Every game is tough. Every game is tough.
It's certainly the right mentality to have. And, Coach, I always got to do it, the keys to a victory tonight.
Well, mentally or physically. I mean,
Well, either
Or
one,
both
right?
ways.
Or both. Both are always important, right?
We're gonna go for it. There's no question.
All right, well, Coach, thank you so much for your time tonight, and good luck out there.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks again to Coach Pingatore for taking the time out before tonight's home opener against St. Francis de Sales. Well, he mentioned it's a young, inexperienced group. They come in 1-3. It was a really difficult tournament field at St. Charles East. That was a tournament that the Chargers won last season. Coach Pingatore mentioned they started 5-0, winning that tournament, but then lost their first conference game to St. Lawrence last year. This year they're trying to come out of that tournament with that 1-3 record and get on a roll here on their home floor hosting St. Francis de Sales out of conference. And in that tournament, lost their first game of the year in overtime to Plainfield East. A win over East Aurora. Certainly impressive. East Aurora, one of the better programs in the western suburbs year in, year out. A 10-point loss to Willowbrook and a 7-point loss to South Elgin. So those are all competitive games, all games that the Chargers had the chance to win, just weren't able to pull out aside from the East Aurora win, which they did take by 19 points in that St. Charles East tournament. Talked about Reggie Strong. He is a transfer, a junior, a lefty. Really exciting player and somebody that Chargers fans are going to be hearing about all season long. But as Coach Pingatore mentioned, like any transfer, he has to get used to a new system, has to adjust to new teammates. So it may take him some time to get into that same rhythm that he had last season or on the AAU circuit. And last year, 5 senior starters for the Chargers. They're all gone. It's a young and inexperienced group. So they're going to be relying on players like Malik Anderson and John Robinson, who did play some minutes last season, to aid that transition into a new year. You also have Antonio Hardaway, the 6'4" senior. He came off the bench quite a bit. He's going to have to take a bigger role this season. Certainly is a big part of the football program as well here at St. Joseph, but they're going to need him on the hardwood and especially on the glass. You lose the Boyd twins, who are already doing some big things out at Loras College. If you pay attention on Twitter at all, Jordan Boyd has had some thundering dunks out there in Dubuque already this season, and Ahmad Muhammad doing some big things at the Illinois Institute of Technology. And also Chance Aldridge at Blackburn College having a nice start to his college career. So those 5 seniors that the Chargers lost, certainly that's not a common thing to lose 5 starters from a team. It's rare for a team to have 5 starters. Last season I asked Coach Pingatore if he'd ever had 5 senior starters in a season, and he said, I don't think so. And now in year 50, this is a much younger lineup for the Chargers. Reggie Strong, a junior, John Robinson, a junior. You do have Malik Anderson, a senior, and Hardaway, a senior. But some young contributors on this team having to learn, grow together, learn how to play together. St. Francis de Sales, they're coming in with a record of 0-3, including a couple of blowout losses against Matea Valley and Downers Grove North. Mentioned when talking to Coach Pingatore, this program does have a lot of pedigree. Back in the 1980s, 90s, they were competing for state championships year in and year out. They've fallen off a bit, but that tradition that they had, Eric Anderson, 1988, Mr. Basketball in the state of Illinois, went on and had a great career at Indiana University and then played in the NBA for the New York Knicks. So this school has tradition, but recently hasn't been as strong. Coach Pingatore doesn't want his team to overlook them in any way, still have to come out focused. But if this is any indication, certainly the sophomore team is always different from the varsity, but the Chargers sophomore program took down St. Francis de Sales 75-18. So almost a 60-point margin of victory in that sophomore game. Varsity is a different animal, certainly, but the Chargers will have some advantages from a talent standpoint. St. Francis de Sales, a very small school, less than 130 students coming from the city of Chicago out here to Westchester, and a tough challenge for them out on the road in the home opener for the St. Joseph Chargers. And the Chargers have head back to the locker room before we will have the starting lineups as well as the opening prayer and national anthem. And we are awaiting the Chargers to come back out onto the floor here. Last night of November and the first home game of the season for the Chargers. Looking to improve on a 1-3 start, and here they come out onto the floor at St. Joseph. So we'll first have the opening prayer and national anthem upcoming here. So waiting for some of the coaches to come out on the floor, and we will get things started with the national anthem and opening prayer. We will toss it over to the public address announcer.
And we pray, God our Father, you have created us to strive for the best. Grant to all athletes, coaches, and fans strength to pursue excellence during this event. We pray for the safety of these athletes, protect them from injury and harm. And finally, we pray for your grace, that you
There's some issues with the microphone here at St. Joseph, but if you could not hear it, a touching tribute, a moment of silence to Daryl Thomas, who passed away last March. The starting lineups for St. Francis: De La Salle, Abdul Nelson, 5'10" senior. Devin Manning, a 5'8" senior guard, also starting for the Pioneers. Donovan Moore, another 5'8" senior. Jarek Moore, a freshman at 6'1", starting. And Bedford Roberts, a 6'2" senior, also starting. The tallest player in the lineup for DeSales. Now the Chargers starting lineup. Reggie Strong, the man we talked about in the pregame. John Robinson. Malik Anderson at 6'4". Marcus Becton also starting for the Chargers. And Antonio Hardaway at 6'4", so a big height advantage for the Chargers with 3 players at 6'4". 4 of the 5 starters for the Chargers over 6 feet tall. Really could be a big advantage for the Chargers tonight. St. Francis DeSales, coached by Kevin Wolf, assisted by Jim Wolf, Corey Baker, Gerald Stewart. And the Chargers coached, of course, by Gene Pingator, assisted by Bill Riley, Tom McMahon, Chuck Murphy, and Cliff Scales. Almost ready for the tip-off now. It'll be between Antonio Hardaway going up against Jarek Moore for DeSales. Hardaway easily wins the tip back to Reggie Strong, and he will get the Chargers offense started. Here's Anderson in close to the bucket, an easy 2 with the right hand, and a quick 2 points for Malik Anderson. DeSales will bring it the other way. Nelson driving to the bucket, off the mark, up ahead in transition. Strong going for the slam with one hand. High flying Reggie Strong, and it's 4-0 Chargers. So a fast start for St. Joseph, and Reggie Strong showing why people were so excited in the offseason as this 3 is off the mark from DeSales. Out of bounds, it will stay with the Pioneers. Actually, that was a foul called on Strong. It's stolen off the inbounds. Up ahead for Strong again, and he goes for the slam. This time he misses it. Got a little too ambitious there. I'm sure Coach Pingator will tell him to lay it in, and he does this time to make it 6-0 Chargers very quickly. Just about a minute into this ball game, already a 6-point lead. Now it's stolen once again by the Chargers. John Robinson pushing ahead. Off for Anderson, the right-handed lay-in, and Malik Anderson already with 4 points. DeSales will take a timeout as they trail 8-0 in 1 minute and 15 seconds. So Malik Anderson and Reggie Strong combining for the 8 points for the Chargers. Quite a start offensively for St. Joseph and defensively. They've held DeSales without a bucket thus far. Strong will bring it over the midcourt stripe for the Chargers. Becton, outside Strong, right wing, into the corner. They go for Hardaway down low. Spin move using his size, putting it up and in with the right hand. That makes it 10-4 Chargers. Nelson will bring it up the floor for the Pioneers. They trail by 6 with just under 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. Under the hoop for Moore. Into the left corner, Nelson. Nelson foul. He'll go to for 2 free throws. So 12-4 the lead for the Chargers with 4:40 to play. And the foul is called on Jarek Moore. That's his first, and the first on DeSales as a team. First free throw from Becton off the mark. And the second free throw from Marcus Becton. This one also no good, off back iron. Rebound taken by Bedford Roberts, tipped out of bounds, and it will go to the Chargers. Anderson into Strong. 4.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. 12-4, Chargers with the early lead. Line on the left wing. They were looking for Hardaway, or rather Becton, and then Hardaway able to clean it up down low to make it 17-4 Chargers. 6 points already for Antonio Hardaway, and it's 17-4 St. Joseph. 3.5 minutes left here in the first quarter, and a foul called. Reach in on Malik Anderson. That is his first. The second on the Chargers as the team. And a timeout is taken by the Chargers. That is their first timeout. Trying to go for the alley already with a 30 lead and just over 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. This one could get pretty lopsided here tonight. Abdul Nelson will inbound from the baseline for DeSales. Nelson looking for a pass in. And another foul committed by the Chargers. This one going on Marcus Becton. That is the third on the Chargers as a team. DeSales looking for the inbounds. They get it in around midcourt. Nelson goes cross court, and a travel by Donovan Moore. So to go back to the Chargers with the 13-point lead. They'll inbound from the left baseline into Reggie Strong. Brings it over the midcourt stripe. Now it's Robinson, right wing, right corner Anderson. Now back for Strong. Strong, back Robinson. Now into the corner, Anderson, Hardaway. 15-point lead. First free throw is good from Donovan Moore. As Shaheed Owens will check in for the Chargers. And the second free throw is no good from Moore. And then a foul committed by DeSales. So 19-8, the Chargers lead. 2.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Robinson on the right side beyond the three-point line. Goes over for Becton in the right corner. Back out Robinson. Now Shaheed Owens. They swing it around. Anderson, corner three from the left side. That's his spot tonight as he nails another one. 10 points already for Malik Anderson. And it's 22-8 Chargers. A 14-point lead here for St. Joe's. Bedford Roberts with it for the Pioneers. Hands off for Nelson. Nelson looking for a cross-court pass. It's off the hands of his teammate Roberts and out of bounds. It will go to the Chargers. Now coming out of the floor is the freshman Sean Page. An impressive freshman at 6'6". They go in for Page. Page. And 6 points here in the first 22-10. Anderson thought about the corner three. Now cross-court Robinson. Right wing three on the way. High off the back of the rim. And it's 24-12 Chargers. Nelson on the left wing. Look at a pass. Stolen by Malik Anderson with 3 seconds. Anderson going to the hoop. He gets the lay-in and the foul of Chargers in a dominant first quarter. "13 points by Malik Anderson. Very impressive. Also 8 by Antonio Hardaway, 4 by Reggie Strong, and 2 by Sean Page. For the 27 for the Chargers. 15-point lead for the Roberts with it on the left wing. Over for Nelson, left corner. Looking for the entry pass there, and a reach-in foul called on the Chargers. That's Marcus Becton. That's his second. And that's the 6th on the Chargers. Chargers will bring it up the floor now with Shaheed Owens. Cross court for D'Amico Newtall. Newtall on the right wing. Now back out. Shaheed Owens, left wing. They go for Newtall on the right wing. Now to Robinson, right corner. Back for Newtall on the outside. Shaheed Owens, they swing it around for Brandon Malone. Now Sean Page, wide open on the outside is Robinson for three, and he drills it. John Robinson has his first points of the night. The lead back wins on the outside. Dishes on top of the key. Now on the right wing, back into the off now half of the court. It's into Shaheed Owens. Shaheed Owens into Robinson on the right corner. Robinson cross court. Mid-range jumper on the way and good from D'Amico Newtall. 32-18 Chargers. 14. Antonio Hardaway preparing to re-enter the game for the Chargers. Page makes the first free throw. Thought about the three. Back Robinson. Now outside Shaheed Owens. Long two. In and out. Rebound to DeSales. And then a foul out of that rebound. It's called on Antonio Hardaway, his first. That's the 9th on the Chargers as a team. So it'll be a 1-and-1 here for the Pioneers. Back for so 34-21 the score. DeSales within 13. Robinson, right wing three. Can't get the roll. Rebound to the Pioneers. Pushing ahead, Donovan Moore with the easy lay-in. And the bench starting to get fired up for St. Francis DeSales. 34-23, it's an 11-point game. It's a 5-0 run for DeSales. And it's stolen, nearly stolen, but the Chargers able to take it back. Robinson on the right wing will reset the offense. 16-point lead after it looked like DeSales was getting right back into it when they cut it to 11. A 5-0 run by the Chargers. Now it's stolen away by Hardaway. Hardaway goes back for Robinson, who will reset the offense for the Chargers. Newton on the left side. Malone with 5 points here in the second quarter, 41-23 Chargers. That matches their largest lead of the night at 18. That's the 10th foul on the Chargers as a team. That is nowhere close, and that will do it for the first half of basketball between St. Francis de Sales and St. Joseph. The Chargers leading it 43-28 here in the 2018-19 year's team. We'll play that again right now. Here he is, St. Joseph Chargers head coach Gene Pingatore from before tonight's game.
We're here with St. Joseph Chargers head coach Gene Pingatore, entering now your 50th season, right, Coach?
50th year.
50th year. Incredible accomplishment, certainly. And you had quite, I know you're somebody who, doesn't like to talk of your own success, but you did have a lot of accolades recently, entering the National Italian American Sports Hall of Fame. What was that night like?
Well, I mean, talking my hands? No. Oh, it was a great night. Great, the whole thing, the whole weekend was just a great weekend. People from all over the country were there. And, Joe Girardi, one of the guys I had a picture. Mark took a picture. He said he took a picture of him and I together. It was fun for the family. It was a tremendous honor, obviously. Something I still can't comprehend. I'm being inducted into the Hall of Fame alongside my boyhood heroes, Joe DiMaggio, Rocky Marciano, Yogi Berra. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, really incredible accomplishment and definitely well-deserved. Well, going into the season, definitely a lot of change. Last year, 5 senior starters, so really a whole new starting lineup this year.
Yes, I'm going into the season cautiously optimistic. Well, we didn't have a great start. We're 1-3, but 3 games we could have won. So they're very competitive. They just don't know a whole lot, and I think we're going to get better. And by the end of the year, hopefully this could be a really good team.
A lot of people have been talking about Reggie Strong, transferred in, certainly really talented. How do you think he's adjusting so far to being at St. Joseph?
Well, he's very talented, but he's learning a whole new system. Everything is brand new to him. So it's one of those things we're feeling our way. I'm not exactly sure what he can do and can't do and so forth. Very athletic, very talented, though.
And Malik Anderson, John Robinson, they were 2 players that came off the bench quite a bit last season. How has that helped having them in that starting lineup to kind of transition from last year?
Well, I'm hoping more than it has at this point. They're the only ones with somewhat of experience, So, but at least they're a stabilizing, element.
Well, Coach, you mentioned the 1-3 start at the tournament. How do you think it can help you guys being back at home here tonight?
I hope better than last year, because we were 5-0 last year and lost the first game of the conference. So I'm hoping to turn that.
Right, and St. Francis de Sales, they're a program that has some pedigree, maybe not as much at that level anymore. What are you expecting from them?
They're going to be very competitive. There's no question about it. They have a great pedigree. And in fact, they beat us in the Super Sectional back in 89. And so you can't go into games thinking it's going to be an easy game. Every game is tough. Every game is tough.
It's certainly the right mentality to have. And, Coach, I always got to do it, the keys to a victory tonight.
Well, mentally or physically? I mean,
well, either
or
one,
both
or both. Both are always important, right?
We're gonna go for it. There's no question.
All right, well, Coach, thank you so much for your time tonight, and good luck out there.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks again to Coach Pingatore for taking the time to spend a few minutes with me before this game. Chargers leading 43-28 at the half. We are going to take a break here on Arena Sportsnet. Stick with us. We will be back with second half action in about 5 minutes right here on Spreaker. St. Joseph leading St. Francis de Sales 43-28. Welcome back here to St. Joseph High School. Chargers leading St. Francis de Sales 43-28 at the end of the first half. Just under a minute away here from second half action. Little game reset for you. Leading scorer for the Chargers, Antonio Hardaway Malik Anderson with 13 points. Antonio Hardaway had 10. Brandon Malone had 5. D'Amico Newdall had 4. John Robinson with 3. Reggie Strong with 4. And Sean Page with 3. for St. Francis de Sales. Bedford Roberts had 12 points in that first half. Donovan Moore had 8, and Abdul Nelson had 8 points as well. So just 3 players have scored thus far for St. Francis de Sales. And the Pioneers will start with the basketball here in the second half. From the left sideline, from my angle here on the stage at St. Joseph High School. And they will inbound to Abdul Nelson. Nelson on the left wing, over near midcourt to Donovan Moore. Moore hands back off for Jarek Moore. Now it's Roberts for a long 3. Not there. Rebound to Becton for the Chargers. Here's Robinson. Into the corner. Malik Anderson, a right wing 3. He got it. That's 16 points for Malik Anderson, and the lead up to 18. 7:20 to play, third quarter, 46-28 Chargers. DeSales back with the basketball now. Here's Abdul Nelson, left wing 3, in and out. Rebound to Robinson. Robinson pushing ahead over the midcourt stripe for Reggie Strong. His 3 on the way, and good. Back-to-back 3s by the Chargers. Anderson and Strong in the lead up to 21 for the Chargers. And a timeout will be taken by St. Francis de Sales head coach Kevin Wolf as he sees his team fall behind by 21 points. A 6-0 run by the Chargers to start this second half on back-to-back 3s by Malik Anderson and Reggie Strong. Reggie Strong, the transfer from Farragut High School, a junior who's expected to bring quite a bit to this Charger team. Getting some looks at the Division I level as a junior. And he had a monstrous dunk to open this game, a one-handed jam, then missed a dunk and then committed 2 quick fouls in the first quarter. That sent him to the bench for the rest of the first half, but he made a 3 here early in the second half. Inbounds into Abdul Nelson for St. Francis de Sales. Now it's Bedford Roberts, stolen by the Chargers. Strong nearly lost the ball, but Anderson picked it back up for him. Strong near the top of the key for John Robinson. Now into the corner, Becton. Becton in the right corner. Now back in the left corner, Anderson. Dishes down low. Hardaway off the glass, not there. Now Roberts pushing ahead. Stolen by the Chargers. Anderson trying to get over midcourt. Foul is committed by Bedford Roberts. Inbounds into Reggie Strong. Now it's Robinson on the right wing. Robinson for Anderson, right corner. Cross court, Reggie Strong, left wing. Now underneath Hardaway, has it blocked. Up ahead the other way for Donovan Moore for the reverse lay-in. It's good. First 2 points for DeSales in this second half. 49-30 the score. 5:45 to play, third quarter. Robinson on the right wing, now left wing Strong. Strong holding the basketball well beyond the three-point line. Chargers taking their time offensively. Anderson in the right corner. Now back for Strong, left wing. Becton fakes the 3, dishes back for Strong. Strong to Robinson. Long 2-point jumper, nothing but net. John Robinson with 5 points on the night. Now it's 51-30 Chargers with 5 minutes to play in the third. Jarek Moore now over for Nelson. Nelson on the left wing. Driving the lane. Can't get it to go off the glass, but it's nearly stolen, and it is eventually stolen by DeSales. 3 on the way from Nelson, in and out. Rebound battled for. Taken by Roberts. His putback attempt is not there. Robinson the other way. The alley-oop for Hardaway off the glass isn't there. The putback from Robinson also not there. Becton dishes back out. Robinson long two. In and out. And the rebound finally taken by DeSales with Bedford Roberts. 4.5 minutes to play, third quarter, 51-30 the score. The Chargers with a 21-point lead. The Pioneers with the basketball. On the baseline now, and Moore puts up a shot. He is fouled by John Robinson. That's his first on the Chargers as a team here in the second half. 51-30 the score, the Chargers with the 21-point lead. 4:09 to play in the third. First free throw from Devin Manning, in and out. Second free throw by Manning. Nothing but net there. So 51-31, Charger lead at 20 points. Robinson just beyond midcourt at the right side. On the wing, cross-court Reggie Strong, left wing. Looking back for Robinson, nearly stolen away. Now he pulls up for a mid-range jumper off back iron. Rebound to DeSales. Roberts pushing ahead for Donovan Moore. Moore in close, it's blocked. Malik Anderson. Now up ahead for Robinson. Robinson dishes for Hardaway off the glass, draws the foul. Shot was no good, but he'll go to the line for two. That foul on Jarek Moore, his third. The second on DeSales as a team. Hardaway airballs the first free throw. That will certainly draw some laughter from the bench. Hardaway really is just laughing at himself there for airballing that free throw. He'll have a second chance here, though. And that second free throw in and out. But rebounded by Malik Anderson eventually. Now to Strong, trying to loft it up for Hardaway. Out of bounds. It was last touched by DeSales. 3.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. 51-31 Chargers. Strong for three off the inbounds. Nothing but net. Reggie Strong with 6 points in the third quarter. 10 for the game thus far. 54-31 Chargers. Foul on the floor here on the other end. This on Marcus Becton. That's his third. Second on the Chargers as a team. Trying to drive and fouled. Going up was Roberts. Went to the floor hard. He'll have two free throws. That's on Hardaway. That's his second. Third on the Chargers as a team. Roberts, first free throw. That's short. And entering the game now, we will see Kyle Thomas. And great to see him on the floor. He is the son of Daryl Thomas, who was, of course, a legend here at St. Joseph, a McDonald's All-American. Went on to have a tremendous career at Indiana for Bobby Knight. And unfortunately passed away in March. But Kyle Thomas, a 6'8" freshman, following in the footsteps of his dad here at St. Joseph, as the second free throw is good. That'll make it 54-32 Chargers, 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Becton driving to the hoop in the lane, not there. Rebound tipped and taken by DeSales. Trying to go all the way up the floor. That pass out of bounds. It will go to the Chargers. Also on the floor for St. Joseph is Michael Turner. Turner on the left wing, back for Strong. Strong to Turner. Turner back for Strong. Now spinning is Becton off the glass and in. Impressive move by Marcus Becton. 56-32 Chargers, 2.5 minutes left here in the third quarter, a 24-point lead. Roberts nearly lost it. Donovan Moore holds on. And then after the shot fake, Devin Manning able to put it in. He has 3 points. Anderson on the left wing. The floater not there. Put back to attempt is. So that's 2 more from Malik Anderson. He's got 18 tonight. 58-34 Chargers. Just under 2 minutes to play, third quarter. Here's Donovan Moore, top of the key for the Pioneers. Outside Nelson 3. That's short. Long rebound out to Reggie Strong. Strong trying to dish it back, and there's nobody there to track it down. Inbound to Abdul Nelson in the backcourt. Minute and a half left in the third quarter. 58-34. The Chargers with a 24-point lead. Roberts for 3. On the side of the rim, rebounded by Reggie Strong. Strong up ahead, left wing. Now Malik Anderson takes a 3. Nothing but net. Malik Anderson has been on fire from the outside. That's 3 more. He's got 21, and it's 61-34 Chargers. The lead up to 27 points, and Kevin Wolf will take a timeout as the Chargers have extended this lead. It has been a dominant third quarter. It was 43-28 at the half, and since then, 18-6 here in the third quarter, and Malik Anderson a big part of that. Anderson has 8 points in the third quarter, 13 back in the first quarter for 21 on the night. DeSales will inbound in the backcourt to Nelson. Nelson on the left side of the floor. Now it's Moore. Top of the key, Roberts. Roberts dishes down low, and going up for the shot was Devin Manning. He's fouled. Manning's first free throw is good. Second free throw from Manning, also good. 25-point game, 61-36. Strong on the right wing. Near midcourt. Now Anderson, right corner 3. Got it again! Malik Anderson putting on a show from the outside. That's 11 points here in the third quarter on 3 threes and a 2. 20 seconds left in the third, 64-36. Nearly stolen by the Chargers. DeSales will keep it. Now it is stolen by Anderson. Anderson going up to the hoop, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Boy, an impressive showing for Malik Anderson here tonight. He has 24, misses the free throw. Second free throw is good. 65-36, 5 seconds left in the quarter. Nelson trying to drive baseline, dishes out Donovan Moore. Moore is blocked by Kyle Thomas to end the third quarter with the score. The St. Joseph Chargers 65 and the St. Francis de Sales Pioneers 36. A 29-point lead for the Chargers. We're going to take a quick break here on Arena Sportsnet, and we'll be back for the fourth quarter. (65-36) St. Joseph with a 29-point lead. How about the night for Malik Anderson? 25 points through 3 quarters here. And the Chargers coming out with some substitutes on the floor. Brandon Malone, Kyle Thomas, D'Amico Newtall, Michael Turner, but also Marcus Becton, the lone starter, out on the floor for the Chargers. Becton, entry pass in. Kyle Thomas was looking to dish it out. It's stolen by DeSales. And now a backcourt violation by the Pioneers as they accidentally passed it into the backcourt there. Will go to the Chargers with the 29-point lead. Three on the way, and good. Brandon Malone. That makes it 68-36 Chargers. The lead up to 32 points, the largest of the night. Just over 7 minutes left in this one. Here's Donovan Moore on the outside. Dishes back out Roberts for 3. Nothing but net for Bedford Roberts. That makes it 68-39. The lead cut to 29. And now it's stolen away by Nelson. Nelson with the right-handed lay-in. 68-41, the lead at 27 points. Another 3 on the way. Not there this time for Brandon Malone. Now up ahead, and a foul is committed by the Chargers' D'Amico Newtall with the score 68-41. Running clock here in the fourth quarter. The Chargers leading by 27. Roberts in the left corner. Roberts on the baseline, now out to the top of the key. Back in the left wing, Nelson for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound for DeSales, put up and in by Jarek Moore. 68-43, a 25-point lead for the Chargers with 5.5 minutes left in this one. Into Kyle Thomas. Now driving baseline, the floater not there. Rebound tipped out of bounds. That's Jelani Willis who's entered the game. Jarek Moore. On the outside, Nelson. Just over 5 minutes left in this one. 68-43 Chargers. Manning for Donovan Moore. Moore back out for Nelson with 5 minutes to play. DeSales taking some time off the clock here, trailing by 25. Roberts for 3. Got it. Bedford Roberts with 6 points in the fourth quarter alone here. 4.5 minutes left, 68-46. Coach Gene Pingatore will take a timeout with 4:35 to play here in the fourth quarter. So still a 22-point lead for the Chargers, but Coach Pingatore seeing a little bit of sloppiness to finish out this ball game, so wanted to call a timeout and make sure that the Chargers can finish this game crisply and keep a big lead here at home. The win tonight, the Chargers would improve to 2-3 on the season. A St. Francis de Sales program that, as I mentioned earlier on, they have a lot of pride, a lot of pedigree, but in the past few years have not been to the same level. Certainly the size of the school is much smaller than it once was, with only about 130 students, as now Michael Green comes out on the floor along with Kyle Flournoy, both seniors. Inbounds into Turner. Now it is Green. Green to Flournoy. Now driving baseline. Isn't there. Rebound. Saved by DeSales. Jarek Moore. Now the three from Roberts, not there. Rebound by Flournoy. Flournoy. Now Turner. Turner for Green. Green for Willis. Now backing his way in is Sean Page, and he is fouled. Page's first free throw rattles around and is in. Second free throw also good. 5 points tonight for the freshman Sean Page. 70-46, the Chargers with the lead. Up at 24 points. Down low, Nelson is fouled by Michael Green. He initially blocked it away, but they did call a foul. So it'll be 2 free throws here. It's the first foul on Michael Green. Nelson's free throw is good. Second free throw by Abdul Nelson. In and out. Battle for the rebound. It was blocked initially by Sean Page. Call a foul here. So it'll be 2 more free throws for St. Francis de Sales. There is a running clock at the moment. 2:20 left. 70-47, the Chargers with the lead. First free throw from Manning is good. And the second free throw from Devin Manning. In and out. Rebounded by the Chargers. And a foul committed by St. Francis de Sales, reaching in on Michael Turner. Foul called on Jarek Moore. 1.5 minutes left here in the ball game. Michael Green with it on the outside. Now Flournoy launches for three, off the mark. Roberts up ahead on the left side, driving all the way to the hoop, and a foul is called. A blocking foul, so it'll be 2 free throws here for Bedford Roberts. That's the second foul on Sean Page. Minute left here in the fourth quarter. Clock continues to run. 70-48, the Chargers lead it as the free throw is good. What a night it was for Malik Anderson. 25 points. I think you have to say he was the player of the game tonight. And the Chargers lead 70-49 after that second free throw was good. Flournoy on the baseline, trying to get it to Michael Green in the corner. It's stolen, but stolen back by the Chargers with 30 seconds left in this one. Page outside, Michael Green for three! Can't get it to go. And then it's blocked by DeSales the other way with 20 seconds left. The lay-in is good, 70-52. Now 12 seconds left. Down to 10 seconds. Now down to 5. Michael Green in a double team, trying to just pass it out, and that will end the ball game. The Chargers take it 70-52 over St. Francis DeSales. They improve their record to 2-3 on the season with the 18-point victory in their home opener. And as I said, 25 points for Malik Anderson, an impressive performance for him. 10 for Antonio Hardaway. Reggie Strong also with a nice night with 10 points himself as well. So that will do it here from St. Joseph High School. Thank you for joining us tonight on Arena Sportsnet, brought to you by Spreaker. Again, the final score, the St. Joseph Chargers 70 and the St. Francis DeSales Pioneers 52. From right here in Westchester, Illinois, this is Connor Klingon saying, have a good night.